Inside Lolicons gotta be like easily top 3 weirdest people on the planet. Like, I'm not necessarily gonna lie, if you're an average person that doesn't really know too much about lolly or anything in general about the whole dynamic of it, you would probably think normally, oh, well, this person likes lolly, so there must be something weird going on here. But no, not necessarily, because if you look at the opposite side of the spectrum and you see someone that's overly going crazy, like they have rabies or some shit, going on about how lolly is bad and all that type of stuff, 95.5% of the time they're basically in the wrong, or at least they have something in the shadows that they don't want people to see. And that's essentially what we get with a lot of these gimmick accounts and just people in general that's overboard that just hates lolly like that too, right? Because I think recently we had like a whole thing with someone called Earth Updates on Twitter, who essentially for the last 3 days been just, you know, going off about lolly and all that type of stuff, which is like, yeah, okay, another gimmick account breaking their gimmick because what else is new? And that's essentially what you've been getting. Like, the man was going off in a lot of these damn clips I've been seeing too.
I like looking at little boy, little girl. Where? I like looking at little boys. Please let me look at my little boys. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. That's all I hear, fuck nigga. That's all I hear, fuck nigga.
I can only imagine how hurt he's gonna feel when he finds out his parents are white.
I don't know what the hell is going on, but he sounded like Eric Cartman having a heart attack when he started screeching. I have never heard someone screeching that damn hard ever in life, especially when it comes to something like lollies. And let's just keep it very much a stack. It doesn't necessarily matter how you feel, how you think, or how you go about certain things. Like, the moment you start getting emotional in an argument, or when people are starting to accuse you of stuff, and you basically are just screeching to the top of your lungs and how you feel about all that type of stuff, in a way of being accused, let's keep it very much a stack. You lost. It doesn't necessarily matter. You lost. It doesn't matter if it's baiting or whatever the hell other excuse you have for, you know, the freak out that they did. I'm not necessarily gonna lie. It doesn't matter. You lost. Community notice is there. They seen it. People that's also calling it out, they seen it. Like, let's just keep it very much a stack. You lost to a massive degree, and no matter how much you think, yeah, there is some money involved when it comes to engagement farming, when it comes to Twitter and things like that, sure, but you basically ruined your online career for like a few $100, even if that, which is a bit crazy and a bit strange and weird. So was it really worth all that? I don't really know. It's again kind of crazy when you have a whole online career that you could probably use from that to boost yourself to higher levels, only for you to be like, no, I'm gonna just jeopardize everything because the hatred of lolly is more important, which is easily the dumbest thing that, you know, you can absolutely do. Plenty of people have lost their gimmick accounts, or at least the whole seriousness of their gimmick accounts, much less plenty of content creators and other people have lost their shit over lolly and then completely lost their careers over it too, which isn't a giant surprise once again when you realize, oh shit, we have to basically sit here and really think about it, because lolly deadass is again a backbone of the entirety of anime, right? It just is what it is, and you just kind of have to accept it for what it is. No one is here basically force feeding you Erie's ass cheeks, which is too damn good for you, and essentially just being like, eat her ass, eat that shit, when it comes down to it, for you to enjoy or forcibly take in some lolly material. Like, no one's doing that shit. If you don't like it, whatever. If you do like it, yes, we're all gonna jizz on Erie's ass cheeks together. But when it comes down to it though, the way people go about it in certain ways is like, yeah, it's something bad, you know, it's crazy, and just basically jumping off the roof, essentially trying to act like it's the ultimate evil thing in the whole world. It's crazy. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it makes you look like an even more dumber nutcase than anybody else. Yo ass is going to Arkham Asylum, and we're all gonna just be out there like, what the hell happened to him? and we pretty much know what the hell happened. Like, if you go to any of this man's like whole ass replies and just see how people respond to him too, it pretty much clearly states and cleans up house of how the image of this person and their account essentially is now. Like, that's just kind of how it is. And then you'll also see the dumbass Gogeta picture, because of course you'll find the dumbass Gogeta picture, because literally that is all people spam when they are anti-lolly. Like, let's just keep it very much a stack. You will find this picture basically posted up over their wife's face, even if they have a wife, if it's possible, because they love Gogeta that much. It is basically their own religion to them. If Gogeta walked into their house, bent them over in front of their family, and had a 10-inch penis ready for them, and is going to absolutely rip them apart, they'll smile and be happy for it, and then just take it. They'll just take it, and that's just gonna be how it is. Then he's gonna use Flex Seal to basically try to make it like a virgin hole, and then just use it again when he wants to break some shit again. And that's just kind of how it is. They receive it, they love that shit, because that's all they have. That's all they have. Not necessarily realizing that the very same person that also brought Gogeta into existence also had something like a Rayleigh, and also like a lot of other wild and things that happen in Dragon Ball, but none of these Dragon Ball fans would associate with that. None of them would associate with that, which is kind of crazy, because that's part of your goat. That is part of your goat. It is what it is. Now obviously I'm also not gonna sit here and just be like, oh, Lolicons don't do anything wrong, they don't do any type of, you know, bullying themselves and all that type of stuff, because yes, you are going to find a lot of cons that will do it, but 9 times out of 10, you'll find them, you know, basically in a position of where they're getting harassed them damn selves. And if a bullying thing happens, it's mainly because probably they got pushed just as bad as, you know, the antis does to them, so they just push back, and that's where that shit kind of builds from. Because a lot of times I talk to the Lolicons and just see what they like, and, you know, especially in the beginning when I'm asking them questions genuinely, why do you like it, why did you get into it, and all that type of stuff. It has nothing to do with like harassment, it has nothing to do with actually wanting to harm somebody. It's just because, damn, the character is cute, or I just like this because of the body type, and that's just essentially how it is. And that's as far as things will usually typically go. In fact, if you make it in this far of the video, go ahead and comment down below and tell me why exactly do you got into lolly, or why are you perfectly fine with lolly, and so we can have this as proof of reference going forward. So if anybody ever needs to have a reason as to why Lolicons like the thing they do, then please do write in the comments below, because it's dumb to kind of just see this all the time. People literally go as far as to try to, you know, stand on business, or they thinking they stand on business, but the business is actually, you know, having a foundation on sand, and the business slides away, and that's just essentially how it is, you know. So you can't necessarily come through, say you hate lolly to a high ass degree, and then think you gonna absolutely have nothing to you know, to have in your closet and stuff like that, because we know there's something there. And again, we ain't saying people that's like, oh, you just don't like lolly and that's basically it. Like, sure, fine, you're not necessarily someone that's going overboard with it, so I doubt you'll have something there, hopefully not. But when it comes down to like the really overboard retarded ass people that want to go into that space in mind where it's a zen like state of rage, we must hate the lolly together because the lolly has beautiful ass cheeks, a beautiful flat chest, and a cute ass face that must be opposed. Like, that's just how it feels for these people to be on this type of level, and it's weird every single time. And once again, just because a Lolicon like lolly doesn't necessarily mean that's the only thing that they enjoy, because I like some big ass tits myself. I'm a breast man, to keep it very much a stack, and just to think that's the only thing that we look at, and that's basically it, to look at flatness all day. I don't want to look at flatness all day. I appreciate it, it's just as good as the other section, but I don't want to look at, you know, flat all day. I like to see something else. But when the flat is basically trying to get opposed, and when that flatness is getting hate on by a ridiculous degree, then yes, we will absolutely come through, talk about it, and absolutely come through and shit on you like we're the petty Hokage. Now we're 4-0, and that's essentially how it goes. So just to keep it very much a stack and go absolutely overboard in my own weird ass way, because why not? Tight cunny is great. We all want to eat the small vaginal hole because why not? And when it comes down to it, we all just like to have a personal portable on a hole of our own, because there is definitely a lot to choose from, whether it's like Nahida, or it could be Eerie, or maybe Pan. Yeah, we want to eat Pan's ass cheeks because it's glorious. We all want to eat Pan's ass, I'm pretty sure. Plenty of the people that probably will comment will probably enjoy that shit. Probably even Pan from Superhero, because why not? We'll all probably eat that ass together like it's an actual dinner. So when it comes down to it, we all enjoy lolly. It's perfectly fine. No one necessarily needs to be going overboard when it comes down to how much you hate that shit, because at the end of the day, sure, okay, but do you need to go overboard with it? And if you go overboard with it, what are you hiding? Because essentially that's all this shit comes down to again. Once again, that is basically 95% of people that acts like that. They have something in their closet you don't want enough to see, and essentially when it comes down to it, it comes out and we're like, damn, hold this lolly and be afraid. And that's essentially how it is. But yeah, that's really all I want to talk about for this one. Again, it's very dumb that things like this happen because people can't stand being in the same room as a damn lolly or a lolicon or whatever, and think it's the most craziest thing in the world to be, you know, mad at, even though they probably have shady shit themselves, and it's not necessarily any type of surprise. And you might need to check these guys' hard drive. Yeah, why you projecting much? You got something there you don't want people to see? Because you can check my shit all day, I'm fine. But yeah, that's how it is though. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy that one. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on socials, and let's donate to the channel. Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day.